Well, they've been called the musical ambassadors to Owensboro. They've been called Owensboro's troubadours. Heath and Molly are here. You know them musically because they've appeared all over the city and really now all over the world. Heath, Molly, nice to have you here.
Good morning,
Thanks
Kurt.
for having us, Kurt.
Thanks for having us.
It's awful early for musicians, isn't it?
It is, but for you, we're here, man.
Okay, we want to hear how you met first, okay?
Okay. You want me
Because
to start?
you're both from Owensboro.
From Owensboro,
And
and we were both born in Owensboro. We live in, we call home now Calhoun and Rumsey, Kentucky. We call them the Twin Cities, booming metropolis area. But it is a great story. It was 2009, and I lost my job and decided I was going to chase this crazy dream of music. And I asked around town for someone to sing harmony. I knew Molly's parents, and I talked to her aunt, and she said, "Oh, Molly can sing harmony." And that's really how it began. Molly came in and sang harmony, some on my first CD, and truly, I think it was love at first sight and at first note I heard in many, many
Okay,
ways.
Molly, was it really love at first sight?
No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't at all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he didn't even think that I was going to do a good job. I found out later. He called me into the studio and just thought that I was just going to totally just facepalm.
Well, how long have you been singing?
I mean, as long as I can remember, really. I mean, music has always been a big part of my life. I come from a musical family. But when Heath and I started playing together and singing together, it really kind of opened up a new musical world for me. I kind of lived in the bluegrass gospel genre, or before that, and he kind of opened me up to the Americana world, which was, to me, really fit what I was about and what I was doing. So, yeah.
Do you remember your very first paying gig together?
Together, yes, I do. We played at Kentucky Wesleyan College. We did a concert for cans. We did it to raise food for the Bullware Center, Performance Hall, in April of 2009.
And what do you remember about starting to tour?
I mean, it was, like I said, it was a totally different world for me because I was just, playing with my family, playing in churches, little local festivals, mostly for free, for fun. And when I met Heath, it was a more serious endeavor. You talk about somebody who's come from having a really great job and deciding that he's going to play music for a living instead of, go back to the workforce and make money and all that sort of thing. So it was a serious thing for him. So to be a part of something that was a true career path for somebody, it was really special for me, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I think that's why we're still together today.
So one thing led to another. Next thing you know, you're actually on the road, traveling to a variety of different places. What are some of the gigs you remember?
Some of our favorite gigs, we've been on contract now. Next year will be our 5th year with Kentucky State Parks. We travel all over the state, and it's magnificent in so many ways. We do concerts in the parks, meet people from all over the world. We do a lot of outdoor events, outdoor festivals. We do shows from Derby Fest, you name it. If they have a festival, we're there all over the region. But really, I'd say Kentucky State Parks are among my favorite in this region. And, of course, Friday After 5.
Well, Molly, you have been elevated to the driver, I understand.
Yes, I have gotten a major promotion from the passenger seat to the driver's seat, and I am thrilled.
Parks gig is kind of unique because you do get to play beautiful venues and meet so many
Definitely.
different people.
It is, and it's such a great fit for us because our music, we can group it into Americana or folk, but really now we call it roots rock because we're a higher energy roots group, and our music appeals to people who love the outdoors, who love life, who love kayaking, fishing, walking through mountain streams, and you love those positive values of life. So it's really a good fit for us, and we love doing that as well. So it's it's great.
Well, now you take off from Owensboro. Next thing you know, you're leaving on a jet plane here.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye.
So your travels now take you to Owensboro's sister city in the Czech Republic, and this is your second trip that you just returned from. What was it like performing in Olmanots?
It was great. Last year blew our mind. This year blew our mind again. We are so well received over there, and we didn't know what to expect, and the people treat us so well. We play huge crowds over there, and it's amazing to us, not in a big rock and roll ego sense, but in a sense we're treated like family. It feels like home over there, and they really treat us well and support us. It's pretty amazing.
What was different than you expected there?
I think how well we were received was a huge, not a shock, but a surprise, because we play their beer fest there in Olomouc, and they bring in a crowd of around 50,000. And I mean, to rock a crowd of thousands of people like that and just have them totally rocking with your original music, no covers, we played a few, of course, but I mean, they were loving our original music and just rocking the whole set with us. I mean, that was absolutely just awesome, because I mean, I don't know if we experienced something that great.
And you're absolutely right. The respect for the arts, the respect for us as musicians with what we did as a profession, and the acceptance of that, of our original music. We work very, very, very hard here in the States to get that type of reception. And over there, they really they show that. They ooze that. They're all about it. They love what you do, and they have respect for it, and that felt good. But for us, it really was an eye-opening thing when we went over there, and we found such wide respect. And they're playing our songs on the radio, and they're doing videos, and promoters are booking us more and more and more, and they already want us back next year. And it just feels great to get that respect as an artist and for people to connect with your music. So that's why we do what we do.
Molly, what was the highlight for you?
Oh my gosh, we were there for 24 days this year, so we had a lot of time to play music, visit with friends, do all kinds of great stuff. Beer Fest was amazing. We played 2 shows this year. Musically, that was one of my highlights, but I would have to say that the greatest part of the trip was when we performed for the children's charity there in Olomouc. We gave them the keyboards and a mixing table. Our fans had bought stickers. With the money that we got from the stickers, we bought these instruments and we presented it to them, and it was amazing to see the look on their face.
Did you find that music truly is the international language?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
And that was an eye-opening. I'll never forget that moment and the look on their face when those kids realized that those instruments were theirs and they could keep them. And that's something, like Molly said, our fans bought for them. They sent us over there with money to really have that impact.
Heath and Molly, they'll be back next week, and we'll talk a little bit about the Owensboro music scene and how it's changing, too. Thank you very much, Heath and Molly, Owensboro's musical ambassadors to the world.
I'm